what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here, and welcome to my FIFA 19 career mode. And as you can see, the team that I'm selecting to do this particular career mode on is Real Zaragoza from La Liga 1-2-3, which is the Segunda División, or the second division of Spain. And as you can see here, there's my starting lineup on the right-hand side as far as the transfer budget and weekly wages. Though those aren't the real transfer budget and weekly wages, because those are in pounds, whereas I'm going to be doing them in dollars, so the figures are going to be slightly different. And originally, they play in the 4-2-3-1 formation, which I am not really a big fan of that formation. You'll get to see the formation that I'm using here pretty soon, but yeah, as far as actual wages, I got 2.9 million with a wage budget of 10,000. Now, normally when I do a lower division club, I just spend most or all that money on either free agents or spend it in the youth academy. But considering that this particular career mode, I'm just going to have a blast with it. I mean, it's not going to be realistic. I'm not going to be taking it seriously. I'll have more of this in the description below. But yeah, I'm definitely not. I'm going to have loads of fun with this. And the way I want to go about it, at least for this particular career mode, is that I kind of want to do a financial takeover. Like, what if I was a billionaire or something that looked at a smaller club, hey, you know what, I want to take it over and inject some money in it and help this club get some top quality players. And that's what I wanted to do. And considering that the Switch version, it doesn't really have a financial takeover like the PlayStation version does, I kind of had to find a way around that. And the way I did that is I created a player, an 87 rated striker. His name is Gustav Westerberg. And what I usually do, well, whenever I did this off camera with some of my other career modes, is that I would have him on my starting lineup, and then I would await transfer offers from bigger clubs in order for them to buy him. And fortunately, in this case, Manchester United came for him, and they offered 155 million for him. And they initially offered 131 million, and then I bumped it up to 155 to see if they would bite on it. And sure enough, they did, and I ended up selling him for 155 million. So I ended up getting 131.5 million allocated to the 2.9 million that I had on here. So I was looking at about $134.4 million transfer budget that I was able to play around with and get some new players. Because like I said before, I'm not looking for any kind of realism. I'm not taking this seriously. I just want to have fun with it and see what all I can do with this. It's kind of like a what if a financial takeover were to happen, especially to a club like Real Zaragoza, who is spending their 6th consecutive season outside of La Liga, and they're hovering outside the relegation zone right now. So I figured that it would be pretty cool to see what this team would be like if that situation were to happen. And let me just get out of here real quick. And now getting in the actual game. This is what my team looks like now. And as you can see, I'm not playing a 4-2-3-1, but rather a 4-3-3 attack. I play one of either three formations on FIFA 19. Either a 4-3-3 attack, a 4-3-3 holding, or a 4-4-2 flat. That just depends on what kind of personnel I have to deal with on my team. And, yeah, as you can see, there's, like I said, there's my starting 11. You can probably recognize some of the names on there. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a little bit of a scouting report here, just to start things off here. Which, this video is going to be more of a talky bit. There's not actually going to be any gameplay on here until the next video, which I'll be doing the season opener against Cordoba. But I just want to go through each of my starting 11 here, and not only that, I want to show you the transfers that I make. And the transfer window's not done yet, which I'll do that off camera since I don't want to bore you guys with that. But I just want to show you some of the players that I bought and what transfers happened, who left the club. And I also want to show you what the objectives that the board gave me in order for me to achieve, which the objectives that the board gave me and the objectives that I've set for myself are two completely different things. And I'll cover that when I get there. But anyway, I do want to talk about the starting 11. And the first player I did get is at the goalkeeper. Well, he wasn't the first player I got, but at goalie, I wanted to get, which I'm sure those of you that watch my channel already know that I am an American, but at the same time, I don't want to have that bias in my career mode. I don't want to buy all American players, even though there's quite a few promising ones in FIFA 19. But so I just stuck with getting the one American player, and I decided to go for a goalie, and this goalie is Zach Steffen, who I got from Columbus Crew for $11 million, which I think is a pretty good deal, considering that in real life he's going to Manchester City. And I really wanted to make sure not only that I got a pretty good starting goalkeeper, which his goalkeeping stats aren't really that great, but I am training him up, so he's just going to get better. But his potential, I think, is in the mid-80s, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him grow and seeing him get even better at what he is. Now, this right back here I actually got from Genk from the Belgian League for $12 million rather. And his name is Joachim Mela. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's valued at under $5 million. He's $4.4 million. You could argue that I overpaid for him a little bit, but I feel at a 75 rating, he's worth it. And you see some of those technical things, like his pace, 87 acceleration and 89 sprint speed, that's just terrific. And especially for a right back. I mean, yeah, his tackling stats could be a little bit better, but overall, I think this guy was a really good buy for me. And my two center backs that I want to show off here, Malang Sarr I got from Nice for £12 million, 19 years old. Again, not really, a lot of these players are up and coming, so their stats aren't really going to be that mind-blowing yet until I train them. But I just wanted to focus on, since I am a second division team, just going out and getting players that have decent overalls with high potentials, and seeing them grow, and hopefully by the start of the second season, this team could be really competitive in La Liga, assuming that I'm able to get promoted to the Liga. So that's my idea of this. And along with Malang Sarr, I got Filippo Romagna from Cagliari for $13.5 million. Even though he's valued at 2.8, again, you could argue that I've overpaid for him a little bit. But considering this guy's potential gets in the mid-80s, last time I checked on FIFA, I thought it was worth it, and I think him and Sarr would make an excellent center-backing pair. And at left-back, I got Pedro Robocho from Guingamp from the French League for £9 million. He's valued at $5.5 million. Again, pretty decent overall, 74 rated. He gets in the low to mid-80s as a potential, and I felt that he was a good pick for me to get at starting left-back. Now, here's a guy that I actually bought several times in my career mode, and I absolutely love this guy. He's one of the best young all-around CDMs that I've played with from experience on FIFA 19. And this is Zubeldia, which I got from Real Sociedad. And for $7 million, I think that's a bargain considering what all this guy can do. Although, as you can see here, his stats really don't look all that great. Trust me, this guy grows into a powerhouse of a midfielder. And alongside him, I got Unai Lopez from Athletic Bilbao, again for $7 million. Again, a good deal considering that his value is $6 million. So I only paid $1 million more than his actual value. And again, his stats, other than agility and balance, those are awesome stats in and of itself. But this guy, I've never actually bought him before, but from what I've read and from what I've seen on FIFA and what I've heard from people that have played FIFA 19 that's bought this guy, I can't wait to see what this dude is all about. And with all of my career modes, I have at least one superstar player that I want to build the team around. And I have that superstar player, potential superstar player, in João Felix. And I'm not sure how much you guys know about this guy in real life, but he plays with Benfica. As a matter of fact, I got him for $25 million, which It's a bit of a hefty price, but trust me, this guy is going to be worth it. Because in real life, this guy has a $120 million release clause. Manchester United are looking at not only buying him, but his teammate Ruben Diaz, who's a center back, and also Sporting Lisbon's Bruno Fernandes in a triple swoop of the Portuguese league. But this guy is touted as the next Cristiano Ronaldo. He plays at not only as a center forward, but as a left mid. And I'm going to be playing him as a center attacking mid. And I just can't wait to see what this dude is all about. And as you can see some of these stats right here. Like 83 sprint speed, 84 agility, 81 stamina, 83 composure, 82 dribbling. I mean, this guy's going to be a freak come the second season on. I mean, this guy's a freak now in the second division. I dare say he's probably the best player in the Segunda División right now. And even though this guy is a right wingback, I'm actually going to have him as a right winger. And this is Pedro Porro. I got him from Girona for $9 million, even though he's $2.5 million value. And looking at some of these stats again, they're not real good right now, but this guy, he grows to mid-80 potential, so I can't wait to see what this guy's about. Jorge Pombo, which, by the way, is an awesome name. Not only can this guy play as a cam, but he can play as a striker, which I will play him as a striker. Now, this guy is a legit player for Zaragoza in real life. As a matter of fact, he's the only one in my starting 11 that is a legit starter. That is a legit player for Zaragoza, rather. So I really didn't have to purchase him. But this guy's potential is pretty good. I think his potential is like an 83 or something like that. And looking at some of his stats, like his balance as an 80, strength as an 89, especially for a striker. That's going to be very important breaking through the whatever center back pairing, especially come next season whenever I get to play against really tough center backs in La Liga. So that's going to be very important. And my left winger is Brais Mendes. I got him from Celta Vigo for $15 million. And you're probably wondering why I'm playing him on the left-hand side even though he's a right mid. Well, the simple answer to that really is that he is actually a left foot player. He actually prefers his left foot, which when it comes to left foot and right footed players, I prefer to have right footed players on the right and left footed players on the left, especially on the wings. I just find it easier, especially when it comes to crossing. So, but yeah, I'm gonna put him on the left-hand side, even though it doesn't say his preferred position is at left winger. That's how I'm gonna play him, and that usually when I have left-footed players, it works out for me. So that's how I'm gonna do that. Okay, just look at some of these other players. Seydou Mpanza, 75 rated center back. I actually got him from a free agency. And admittedly, I actually created this player, so he is actually based off of a youth player that I got in one of my career modes on FIFA 18, and I decided to make him for this game. Same with Maxime Lumanza, who's my backup goalkeeper, 77 rated, that's pretty good. James Almonigo Igbekeme, 70 rated, he used to be 69, but he grew one. He's going to be on the bench for me. Fakamani, I gotta tell you something about this Fakamani Malambi guy. He is probably one of the best free agents you can get in this game. Him and a right winger named Dennis Mann, who comes from Romania. Those two players, I usually try to get, if all else fails, to get those two players in my squad no matter what. And this guy is insanely good. Like, he has 89 acceleration, 84 sprint speed, and some of his other stats don't really look good right now, but trust me, this guy, he reaches an 84 potential, which is amazing. So I can't wait to see what that's going to be like for him. Georgi Papunishvili from Georgia, another player that should reach a decent potential. I think he's like an 82 or 83 potential in game. Right now he is at a 69. He is one of the players that I'm training, so hopefully I'll be able to train him pretty decent. Same with Alberto Benito. He has, like, I think his rating is at high 70s, low 80 potential. But I'm going to have him as my backup right back or left back, depending on where I want to play him. Real life Zaragoza player. Can't wait to take him off the bench. And the last bench player I want to show you is Linares. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's played for like 12 different teams in Spain. And he's 35 years of age. He's only 69 rated. You can see some of his stats already dropping off. But he's getting close to retiring anyway. I have no intentions of letting him go. And he's a veteran, and you definitely need that veteran experience in order for, especially when you're trying to get to La Liga. I just think he still has more to offer, and that's what I'm hoping for him here. So, but that's a little bit of my lineup. I just want to show you a little bit of the transfers that I made here. I just got to go to transfer history. See here, Carlos Nieto went to Almeria for 600 grand. My backup goalkeeper Alvarez, who used to be a starter for this team, went to Eibar for 2.4 million. Javi Ross went to Elche. I'm just gonna go down here real quick. Lasure, my backup left back, went to Mallorca. Of course, the Vesterberg deal. That's how I was able to do the financial takeover. Oh, I got another free agent center back, and his name's Sebastian Bushiri. Again, another player that I created based on a youth player that I had grown up from one of my other career modes. So he should be pretty handy. Zapatero went to Tenerife for 900 grand. And Grippo, that used to be my starting center back, he went to Huddersfield for 975 grand. So, oh no, I think I did some pretty good transfer business. And like I said earlier, the transfer window isn't done yet. I still have a few more transfers in mind. But, oh no, my big business is done. I got the starting 11 the way I wanted to. And I just can't wait to see what this team is going to be like. I think it's going to be awesome. But before I end this video, I do want to show you guys my objectives in this game. Or in this first season anyway. And the board expects me not only to gain automatic promotion in the league, but they want me to reach the round of 32 in the Domestic Cup, which on here it's called the Copa de España, but in real life it's the Copa del Rey. And it's not hard to get the Domestic Cup objective. You start off in the round of 32, so even if you lose the first cup game or get eliminated in the first cup round, you already got that objective. So that's pretty much they really should just put a check mark right there right now. But I'm just so there's no secrets, I'm aiming a bit higher than round of 32 in the Copa del Rey. As a matter of fact, I'm planning on winning this whole thing. That way I can get in the Europa League next season, and hopefully I'll be able to be in La Liga. But yeah, I definitely do want to win the Domestic Cup. And automatic promotion, of course, that means the top 2 spots. I'd be thrilled with top spot, but if I get second spot, I'm going to be happy with that too. But yeah, that's my objectives. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. Like I said, this is gonna be more of a talky. This was more of a talky bit type video. But in the next video, I'm gonna be playing this home game against Cordoba, and yeah, I can't wait to see how this team plays. I think I'm gonna be in for an exciting career mode here, and you can see some of the. I'm training Zach Steffen, Jorge Pombo, and Georgi Papunishvili right now. I'll be training some others. I'll probably start training some of my first team players, but yeah, get some of my younger guys some training, and hopefully they'll grow on their own. And but yeah, I can't wait to start this season. And yeah, I'll be playing the next game in the next video. Actually, it's the season opener in the next video. And yeah, I really hope this career mode turns out to be special, even though, like I said about 3 times before, that I'm not taking this seriously. This is going to be just a laid-back, fun career mode, and I think I'm going to have a blast with this. So, but thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys again next time.